everyone. Okay, so this is Acting on Love, and I'm coming to you guys to do a video on how to make clip-ins. I tried to do this video yesterday when I was with my friend and I was making her clip-ins, but unfortunately my camera was acting really funny and it kind of cut off on me. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to demonstrate how to make clip-ins on my sister's old hair, and then I'm going to use those other clips that I did get of my other video, and that's almost going to be used as just like a recap. So without further ado, and I'm also going to show you guys what I did when I first put the clip-ins in, and then like show clips, well, pictures rather, of me styling her hair and layering and giving it body. So if you guys are interested in watching that, stay tuned. First off, depending on your head shape is how much you would need. Like for instance, me, I only use, let's say if it was like, you know, I probably use about a bundle or so, because I only make 5. But I know for like my friend, you know, I had to give her 7. It just depends, which is basically like a bundle and a half. It just depends on your head frame shape and stuff. So what I do is I take it and I measure like the back of my head where my starting point is, and of course my hair would be pulled up and stuff like such, but for the sake of this video I'm just not going to do that. So yeah, I basically do this, and then I see my point, so I snip, and then I take the other track, line it up, and then fold. That way I can have a little bit more thickness, because I like mine thick, of course. So yeah, that's how I make my clip-ins. I definitely would consider sealing your wefts. That way, or at least at the ends. That way you don't have to worry about shedding too much. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm taking the string, like the thread that I use, and I use this type of, instead of like the curved needles, I actually use this one. That way it can go straight through the loops of the combs without me having issues. So basically I'm just gonna put this on the loop, little bitty loop. Sometimes I gotta work it. Okay, like such. And I'm gonna bring it all the way down to the bottom. Whoa. Okay, then I'm gonna bring it all the way down to the bottom. And then I'm gonna loop it. I'm gonna twirl it around and loop it. And it's almost like you're sewing in hair extensions. So I'm just gonna cut it with the scissors. And these are the clips I use. They're called snap clips. I got them from Sally's. Don't remember the price on them, but I needed a good 6 or so just to be safe. But these are what they look like. And when I'm inserting it on the hair, I'm gonna have it facing the clip outward. That way it clips on your hair. I made the mistake when I first did it, and I did it backwards, and yeah, I had to start over, and trust me, that was annoying. So I'm gonna take this loop, this far loop to the left, and I'm just gonna basically just sew. Looks like I'm having trouble focusing, but I'm just gonna pull it up like such, and I'm gonna sew through the weft. And then I'm just gonna literally like sew it, and then I take it and I go like this, and I almost like I'm putting in between, so that way it'll loop like such. And I always go back. I know it's sloppy to look at, but I always want to go back and reinforce what I did. That way I don't really have to worry about having to redo this, because sometimes, you know, these things after a certain point, if you wear them a lot, they'll start to get a little loose. So I always just sew all the way to the end of the tracks, and then I'll just go back through it like once more just to reinforce it. Okay, so I'm just doing that. I'm putting it, once again, I'm putting it through here like such, so that way it'll loop. Let's do this one more time. Okay, and like I said, I'm gonna go back through and I'm gonna do it once more to every loop to reinforce it. Okay, so now I'm at the end, which is like the last little hole. So what I'm gonna do is, this is my way of basically closing it off. I put it through and I take it, and it's almost like you're like closing off tracks. You're just gonna spin it around here. I don't know really what to call that, but basically I'm just knotting it like such. Okay, and then when I'm done, I basically just clip it like this. And okay, so basically I'm done, and depending on how long the weft is, I would recommend, like for example, since this is the bottom weft, I'm gonna put 2 clips on the, like one here, one here. But as I go up and the tracks get longer and longer, I'm gonna stick 3 here. So that's really all you do, guys. You just do the clips throughout. And yeah, as I said, I'm gonna show you guys a clip of what I tried to do when I tried to record this yesterday. And I'm also gonna show you pictures of before I cut her hair, after I cut it and layered it and then styled it. So you guys stay tuned for that. And as usual, this is Accidental Love. Thanks guys for watching.